Welcome to the Speak Outstanding English video podcast. In this episode, we'll explore an article about a man who had a small Lego piece stuck in his nose since his childhood, and this caused years of breathing difficulties. As we go through the article, I'll read it aloud and highlight any vocabulary and expressions that should be useful on your journey to English fluency. You can find a link to the original article and a link to today's lesson notes in the description of this video. Now, this article originally caught my attention because, as you can see behind me and right here, I have a few Lego sets, specifically Star Wars themed ones. And my son, like many kids his age, is a huge Lego fan. So shopping for his birthday is easy. I just pick up a set I think he'd enjoy. However, unlike the person in this article, I can't say that anyone in our family has ever had a Lego piece stuck in their nose. At least not that I know of. So, without further ado, let's dive into our article titled, Arizona Man Discovers Source of Decades of Breathing Difficulties. A piece of Lego lodged in his nose. Written by Madeline Sherritt and published on September 13th, 2024. Right here in the title, we have the verb lodged. Now, this verb has a few meanings, but here it means to make or become firmly fixed or embedded in a place or make stuck in a place. So this Lego piece was stuck in this man's nose. It was lodged in his nose. Andy Norton, 32, who goes by the name Ben Havoc, said in an Instagram post earlier this month that he blew his nose and, lo and behold, a Lego dot piece came out. This expression goes by the name means that a person uses a different name instead of their real name. For example, if someone's real name is Andrew, but everyone calls him Drew, you could say he goes by the name Drew, or just he goes by Drew. It's just the name they like to be called. In this case, the man's name is Andy Norton, but he goes by the name Ben Havoc on social media. When an actor or actress or other kind of entertainer goes by another name, we call that their stage name. If a writer goes by a different name, we call that their pen name. So in the world of entertainment, Norma Jean Mortensen went by the stage name Marilyn Monroe. In the world of literature, Eric Arthur Blair went by the pen name George Orwell. I use went by instead of goes by in these sentences because these two individuals passed away several years ago. Also in this paragraph, we have the expression lo and behold. Often the word lo in this expression is just spelled L-O, lo and behold. This is an old-fashioned way to express wonder or surprise. It's used when something surprising or unexpected happens. For example, if you're looking for your keys and suddenly you find them in your pocket that you thought you already checked, you might say, lo and behold, there they are. It just means, wow, would you look at that? Havoc explained that when he was 6 years old, he put the Lego dot up his nose. Here I've included a picture of what Lego dots look like. They're small pieces so they could easily fit up someone's nose. The toy was too small for me to reach in my nose and grab it, he said. So, he said he had the brilliant idea of shoving a Lego man up his nose to collect it. In this paragraph, we have the collocation a brilliant idea. A brilliant idea usually means a very smart or clever idea, but it is also often used sarcastically to mean the opposite. Like in this article, the idea was silly or not very smart. It wasn't a smart idea to shove another Lego piece up his nose. At this point, I've panicked loudly and my mom came in, and in her panic, she's looking at my nose and seeing there's a Lego head stuck in my nostril, he said. His mom pulled out that second toy with a tweezer, believing it to be the only piece. Here, the word panicked is in the past tense. And with the past tense and past participle form of this verb panic, notice the spelling here. With this, we add K and then add ED. To panic means feeling very scared or worried all of a sudden. When someone panics, they feel like something is wrong, and they might not think clearly or make good decisions because they're so nervous or afraid. For example, we could say, I started panicking when I couldn't find my passport the day before my trip. In these cases, panic is used as a verb, but it can also be a noun or an adjective. Right after that, we have the expression in her panic. So here the word panic is a noun. In one's panic means that they did something while feeling very scared, anxious, or rushed. When a person is panicking, they are not thinking clearly, so their actions are often quick or unplanned. For the last 26 years, Havoc said he has suffered from multiple breathing issues, including asthma, and has recently been diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea. In this sentence, we have the collocation suffered from. To suffer from something means to experience pain, trouble, or a problem, usually for a long period of time. For example, if someone says they suffered from headaches, it means they often had headaches that caused them discomfort. Havoc suffers from multiple breathing issues, means he cannot breathe as easily or as comfortably as most people. Also here, it says he has recently been diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea. This means that a doctor has found out not long ago that he has a problem called obstructive sleep apnea. This is a medical problem that makes it hard for a person to breathe properly while they sleep, often causing them to wake up many times during the night. To be diagnosed with something means that a doctor has identified a specific illness or health condition that a person has. It usually involves tests or examinations to determine what is wrong. He said that his doctor had recommended he blow his nose in the shower during the summer months in order to take advantage of the steam and humidity. Here, I highlighted the phrase, take advantage of, which means to use a situation or a resource for your benefit, often in a positive way. However, it can also have a negative connotation, depending on the context. Here, it's used in a positive way. He'll take advantage of the steam and humidity in the shower during the summer to blow his nose and clear it out. An example of using this in a positive way is like in this sentence. We should take advantage of the sunny weather and go for a hike. When we use take advantage of in a negative way, it means to exploit someone or something unfairly. Like in this sentence, he took advantage of her kindness by always asking for favors without giving anything in return. So this is someone who took advantage of someone because he knew she wouldn't refuse or say no. But he never did anything nice in return. He never did anything good for her. It's not good to take advantage of people. Continuing, it says, after following that advice for the past 6 months, one day he got a big surprise when the Lego piece fell out of his nose. The collocation here, to follow advice, means to listen to and do what someone recommends or suggests. When you follow advice, you take the suggestions of another person and act on those suggestions. For example, if a doctor tells you to exercise regularly and you start working out, you are following their advice. Like in this sentence, I started following my doctor's advice and began exercising regularly. I started doing what my doctor suggested. The article concludes, I can breathe out of this side of my nose now, and it's fantastic, he said, adding that he plans to take it to show his doctor. I haven't been able to do that since I was a child. He added, I feel like this Lego piece has been the culprit for the last 26 years. Here, I highlighted the word culprit. A culprit is a person or thing that is responsible for a problem or a mistake. The Lego piece in the man's nose was the culprit of his breathing problems. If you've ever had something stuck in your nose, or maybe you have a sibling or a child that has had something stuck in their nose, let me know about it in the comments. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. See you in the future.